What's cooking, guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm making the easiest chocolate cupcakes for you guys, and these are so moist, rich, and fudgy, and I'm frosting them with my sweet peppermint buttercream frosting. And these are absolutely perfect for the holidays or for Christmas coming up because they have that peppermint flavor in the frosting. Now, I have shared a chocolate cupcake recipe with you guys before, so if you guys want to use that instead of the one I'm doing today, that's really up to you. I will leave that up in the cards somewhere here. But this chocolate cupcake recipe is so easy. It's all made in one bowl and you're just going to love it. So stay tuned for the recipe. Do consider subscribing if you're new here and you'd like to join the foodie family, and also hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And now let's get baking. As always, let's start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And while the oven preheats, I'm going to line a cupcake pan with cupcake liners. You can use holiday themed ones or any kind you want to make the cupcakes look extra special. And then set the pan aside for now and let's make the cupcake batter. This cupcake recipe is the easiest one ever. So in a large bowl, I'm going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. To the flour, add 3/4 cup to 1 cup of granulated sugar. And then I have some salt, and I'm adding just a pinch to 1/4 teaspoon of it. Then we have some baking powder, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of it. I also have baking soda, and I'll be adding 1/2 teaspoon of that. And then with a whisk, you want to combine those ingredients really well together. This will also help to break down any lumps in the flour. Then we have 100% Dutch processed unsweetened cocoa powder, and I'm adding 1/2 cup of it in the flour mixture and combining all the ingredients really well. Once the dry ingredients are combined, you want to make a little well in the middle of the bowl so we can add the wet ingredients in there as well. That's how simple this batter is to make. And for the wet ingredients, I have 1/2 cup of milk at room temperature. I have 1/4 cup of oil, and I'm using vegetable oil, guys, but you can use olive or coconut oils as a substitute. I have 1 egg at room temperature. I have vanilla extract, and I'm using 1 teaspoon of it here. And then I have some coffee here, about 1/2 to 3/4 cup of it. I brewed this earlier when I made my morning coffee and set it aside to let it cool down completely before adding it in the batter. If you add the hot coffee with the egg in the batter, then the egg is just going to scramble. And I'm pouring in about 1/2 cup first, but I will end up using the rest of the coffee in the batter when I start mixing it. And then just whisk together the dry and wet ingredients to combine them well. Take your time with this when mixing. You want to whisk it for at least 1 minute or so, just so that the flour lumps break down nicely, but also adding air into the batter while mixing it. And as you can see, I poured in the rest of the brewed, cooled down coffee in there as well. And it is totally normal for the batter to be on the thinner, liquidy side, so don't panic if it's not a thick cake-like batter. And now my chocolate cupcake batter is done. And in my lined cupcake pan, I'm going to use 1/3 cup measuring cup and scoop the batter into the pan halfway up the liner, or else it can overflow. It's the easiest way to pour the batter in the pan, guys, instead of with a couple of spoons, just making a mess all over the place. And this batter quantity makes anywhere between 12 to 16 cupcakes. Then let's bake these cupcakes for anywhere between 20 to 24 minutes, depending on your oven, of course. And once I put these in the oven, I'm going to reduce the oven temperature to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And after about 20 minutes or so, let's insert a toothpick to see if they're done. And as you can see, my toothpick came out clean, so my cupcakes are all done. I'm going to remove them from the oven and let them cool in the pan for about 5 minutes, and then remove them onto a baking rack to cool them down completely before frosting them. And while these bad boys are cooling, let's make the peppermint buttercream frosting. For the frosting, I'm using 2 sticks or 1 cup of room temperature unsalted butter. A lot of you ask me if you should use unsalted or salted butter, but always use unsalted butter for baking unless the recipe says otherwise. And then I'm just beating this for about a minute with my hand mixer. You can also use a stand mixer on the whisk attachment. This process will make the butter lighter and fluffier. And then to the butter, I'm going to add peppermint extract. It's not peppermint frosting without this. And I'm only adding about 1 teaspoon because the flavor is quite strong, but you can adjust it to your liking. Then I have 1 tablespoon of regular milk that's also going in there. And then some powdered or confectioner's sugar. And I'm going to add 1.5 cups to start. And then I'm going to mix this up to combine it really well. This does get messy as the sugar starts flying everywhere. That's why I'm adding the sugar in increments. And then I'm going in with another 1 cup of powdered sugar and then beating it one more time until the frosting is thick, fluffy, and airy, which is perfect for frosting the cupcakes. And of course, you can use any type of frosting you like, but this is just perfect for the holiday season. And now my frosting is done, and let's frost the cupcakes. So I already went ahead and put my frosting in a piping bag with a decorating tip. You can use any of the bigger size tips to decorate with. And I'm just going to start in the middle of the cupcake and go outwards and then pull the frosting upwards. To get this look, you want to hold the bag at a 90-degree angle from the top, and you'll be frosting cupcakes like a professional. Then I have some of this peppermint candy I got from the store, and I went ahead and crushed it up to smaller pieces. And I'm going to sprinkle this on the cupcakes to make them look really pretty and give the hint of peppermint to whoever will be enjoying these. And that's pretty much it, guys. This is the easiest chocolate cupcake recipe, which you can make year-round. They are so rich, decadent, and fudgy, and then use any type of frosting of your choice. But since it's the holidays and peppermint flavor is in for the season, these are perfect to make for Christmas or any holiday you will be celebrating this season. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed my easy chocolate cupcake recipe and my sweet peppermint buttercream frosting. That's really a mouthful to say. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe before leaving. I appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a safe holiday with your family and friends. Merry Christmas to those celebrating, and I'll be seeing you in the next video, guys. Until then, take care of yourselves.